Hello and welcome to this episode of SPSS one-on-one series with Warrior Analytics. Today we look at partial correlation. How do we run partial correlation in SPSS? Partial correlation is used when you have, besides the two variables that you want to see whether there is an association between them, you have a third variable that you think influences the relationship between these two numeric variables. So in other words, you have three variables in total. All the other correlations that we've seen, you have two variables. But here you have an extra variable. You can call it a confounder. You're controlling for a third variable, but all of them are numeric in nature. So let's jump into SPSS and we see how it is done. As usual, we are going to use a data set that comes pre-installed with the SPSS. Today we are using the cars, sales, and prepared data set. I've included a link that you can download the data set in the description of this video, or you can check our previous videos to see how to access these sample data sets that comes pre-installed with SPSS. So in this example, we want to look at the relationship between sales and the price of cars, but we think maybe the horsepower of a vehicle may influence the relationship between the sales and the price. So we are assessing the relationship between sales and price, but controlling for the effect of a third variable, a confounder, that could affect this relationship between these two variables. So this is called partial correlation. To run a partial correlation, simply go to Analyze, Correlate, and then select Partial. There's an option here for partial correlation. Once you click on it, we said we want to establish a relationship between sales and the price, but while we are controlling for the possible effect of another third variable called horsepower. So we are going to put it here. SPSS clearly differentiates for you what are you controlling for. I'm controlling for horsepower, that other third variable. Under options, you can ask for means and standard deviations, whatever you think is good for you, and then click OK. So as usual, you will have the descriptive statistics. We have our total N is 155. Remember, the actual number in our data set is 157. If we go up to down, we see that we have up to 157. But because one of the variables called price has two missing entries, those two cars and their entire characteristics are dropped from the analysis. So we have 155. In other words, ensure that you have complete data before you run a correlation analysis. So we have the means, the numbers. So it is time to interpret. As usual, before you run any correlation analysis, make sure you've checked for normality assumptions. We have a video on that. You can check it out. The link is on top of your screen there. You draw a scatter plot to see whether the two variables that you want to assess the relationship, whether there is any, the visual representation of, is there a trend between those two variables. Then you run a correlation and then interpret the correlation. So before we interpret our correlation coefficients, we need to know the hypothesis that we are testing under partial correlation. We remember we said we have three variables. So the null hypothesis under partial correlation is like there is no linear relationship between the two variables, that is price and sales, when we the effect of one or more variables, in this case we only have one, that is horsepower, is removed. Once you remove the effect of horsepower, there is no relationship between sales and price. That's the null. Whereas the alternative says a linear relationship exists between the two variables price and sales, even after accounting for the control variables or those other confounding variables. Back to our results, we say that the relationship between sales and price is 0.264 after controlling for horsepower. And this relationship is statistically significant. If you had more than one variables for controlling, still you would come and put them there. Under correlate, partial, you would put all the variables that you're controlling for down in under the control for box. So how do we report the results of this partial correlation? So how do you report the results of your correlation analysis? Here we can simply say, so when we control for horsepower, on the relationship between price and sales, we find a partial correlation of 0.24. I think it's the negative, and then a p less than 0.05, which is statistically significant. So that's how you run a partial correlation in SPSS. So in the next episodes, we shall be looking at the remaining type of correlation. That's the point by serial correlation, where you have a dichotomous variable versus a continuous outcome. And we shall also be looking at linear regression and other regression models. So remember to like and subscribe to our channel so that you do not miss out any of the episodes we have for you. See you in the next video.